Sometimes when I say record video, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there and looks at me. Ah, yes, Sunday chat. I have got Little Blossom. I thought from now on, for Sunday chat, I will bring a baby I had in my story time on the Saturday. So that, and Little Blossom, it's been a while since she's been in the video, isn't it? She's all dressed in pink. I think I mentioned yesterday in story time that it is warm here. It is crazy. What are we? We're in almost the middle of June, and which is our first first month of December, first month of winter. Yeah. There is one thing that really, it happens every morning. My eyes run. I could be just laying in bed, all of a sudden my eyes will start running. I've got to catch them. Yes, I mean, it's not tears, I'm not crying. It's just, I'll be laying there, all of a sudden I feel this water running out of my eye. I'm having my eyes checked Wednesday week. I'm going for my to Specsavers, where I go have my eyes checked for new glasses, and if I'll remember, I will ask them, because it's just water. It doesn't annoy me, but it does. Is it to say, what is it? I don't know. And all day it's like, maybe it's running sleep. Oh, no, excuse me, because it does. I wash my face and it doesn't seem to actually get rid of it all. Maybe that's why my nose is always a bit sniffly, because my eyes are running. Instead of coming out of my eyes, it's coming out of my nose. Excuse me. So, does anybody else have that? You're just laying in bed. It's because I only notice it of a morning that it happens, and it's really crazy. There is a TikTok video that I'm actually going to add at the end of this, because it was really, it really made me laugh. It's one I did, and it really made me laugh. It's actually got now and then I actually add one of my babies into it, and one of my babies were in this, and it just cracked me up. It just cracked me up. So I'll actually try and add it to the end of this video so that you can see what it is, and I can still see it. Still, in it, I just crack up about what's happening, and it's really crazy. So what is happening? Well, I finally own my bed. And I got paid on Tuesday. I thought I might as well pay it off. I have one payment that was due Friday, just went, another one's due next Friday. So I thought I might as well just pay it off, get out of the road, so it's paid off. I own it, which is good. Now, the next thing is my glasses. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going the 23rd, which is Wednesday week, for my eyes check, and I know I'm going to get new glasses. You usually get new frames as well, because they got to send them off to actually get them made and in frames and everything. So every time I have my eyes checked, I always get new frames. And I've actually, don't know if I told you, but I've actually gone on the Specsavers, and I've looked at 4 that I like, and just see how we go when I go and get them. What else? There's something else I was going to talk about. I know the one video I want to do is, I mentioned in another chat, was, doing a video around our Target to show you what our Target is like, so you can see how much difference it is to yours. I know I was watching, was it yesterday, I think I was watching a Stephanie video, and the amount of people in that store, I thought, what? there's a lot of people can go in that store at one time. 400. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is a lot of people. If we put 400 in our local Target store here, it would probably either full the brim or close enough or overflowing. I don't know, but it's not a really big one. But I'm thinking of doing a video on that. I've just got to work out when to do it. I'm not going to say when. I know I want to do it. I want to do it where it's close to closing time, where there's not many people there. And yes, that's one I really want to do. What else is happening? TikTok. Oh, I was looking for something rainbow to put in my room. I was actually thinking of getting someone to actually crochet me a rug. The one behind me is one I did. I thought I'll add that into it because that's one I did years ago. It's one I used in story time on the bed for the babies. It's like a little throw rug. But it is really warm. I did that. I did that. The only thing I can't do is crocheting is actually started off. I might have a go of it. I don't think I got any wool to have a go at doing it. But starting off is where I can't do it. I can't do it. But what I did, I actually did a search for Google, and I found this blanket. It's a rainbow blanket. It's a fleecy blanket, if I remember rightly. And it's at Cafe Press. It's the only place I could find one. So it's in Australian dollars, and it had $17. I had to ask where it came from. It coming from Kentucky in America, and I thought, wow. I said, I had to make sure, because the delivery cost from Kentucky to Australia was $17 Australian, which is absolutely crazy. And I can't believe it. It is really cheap, because the blanket is an adult blanket. It's 60 inches by 50 inches. You know, 60 inches is 5 feet. Is it? I think it is. 60 inches is 5 feet. So I'm 5'7", so probably up to my neck. It is a big blanket. I've looked around. I was actually going to put one on a because I've actually already created the image of the rainbow, but I wasn't quite sure how they'd go if I put the image on. I know I'm not putting the image on myself, but if I did, and some people, the reviews of the place was not good because it didn't look right and everything. So the blanket I got, I don't know. I'm hoping that is really good. It better be good quality. So when I said it's coming from a Kentucky, $17, then she gave me a coupon code, a welcome gift, where I'll get 25% off. I thought, oh, this is good. 25% off would be excellent. So I put it in, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It said, I think it said wouldn't work on the article in my cart. I said, okay. So I copied and pasted, did that. So I typed it, do it. So then I contacted them again. After this, I actually contacted back the postage of $17 Australian to Australia. That is crazy, as I said earlier. They said, yes, that is correct. Where I cannot send a small parcel to America for that price. I think the cheapest a small parcel to America would be $18. That's only a small parcel. And for this to be $17, and it's a lot bigger one, it's crazy. Well, when I contacted them saying that the code wouldn't work, they said, are you doing uppercase? I said, doing uppercase. They come back and said, okay, the code has expired now. I said, thank you. So what we'll do, we will actually give you free postage. Oh, great. Saving $17, which is good. So I thought, this is really good. She said, well, once you put your order through, let us know and we'll fix it. Okay, so I put the order through yesterday. I contacted them. Was it yesterday or Friday? Oh, I can't remember. And now I'm just waiting for a reply. Must have been yesterday, I think I did it. Yeah, because I'm usually, I do it one day, I get a reply the next day. But maybe it's the weekend, I might have to wait another day. I'll just wait and see. So it should be here next month. It depends on, but then again, when Stephanie sent me a parcel, it got here quicker than what I sent hers. It took longer for stuff to get to America than it was to get from America. So when that comes, I will show you. I'm also getting some things from Wish. One is like a little, it's rainbow. Yeah, I'm going crazy with rainbows. One is, it's like a baby wrap thing. I thought this would be nice on my bed. That I got a message from them. So I want to know if it's arrived. I got out of bed, went and checked the mailbox. They said, no, it hasn't. Said, okay, maybe a bit longer. Because things are taking a bit longer. And in the process of that I ordered another couple of things from Wish. I'll just see what they're like. I hope they're pretty good. Where the blanket would be good because when it gets really cold, I can actually have a blanket on when I'm watching TV. Might have to save my winter, save the heater. And I could put it on top of my bed, add extra warmth. Although at the moment, it is, as I said earlier, this weather is crazy. We've got sunshine. It is really crazy. I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. I like getting out of bed. I think I said it in yesterday's video that I wasn't up to doing, I nearly wasn't going to do story time yesterday because I woke up early Saturday morning and had to go to the loo. I think it was about 3 o'clock, I think. And come back and got on the TikTok and that was it. Then I got a notice that Stephanie was having a video. I thought, oh, I might as well stay after this. I didn't. I stayed there for part of the chat, and then I just I fell asleep. I had my phone set yesterday for 10 o'clock because I wanted to get up and do my story and that, which I almost didn't do, but I did. And I turned the alarm off and went back to sleep, which I did today as well. What's he going to do? Sometimes my mind goes blank. My mind's on a track for something and it goes blank. And I said, weather is warm at the moment. Like a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, it was cold where I actually had to have my dressing gown on. I even bought a pair of slippers because I don't wear socks anymore, so I just got some slippers and I wear those around. But even over night time, I'm chucking my blankets off because it is warm. Oh, my glasses keep slipping. It is warm. It's crazy weather. It actually has been crazy, a crazy year for everything. Like in Australia, we have the devastating fires, and it has been really devastating for the animal life that had been destroyed. Big animals, kangaroos, koalas, birds, even the tiny little creatures burnt. And it has been really sad for that. And they reckon the way koalas are, they will be, I read somewhere, they will, by 2050, they will be extinct. And these animals are amazing. There is another YouTube channel which I've subscribed to. It's an Australian one. It's the Australian Reptile Park, which is actually on the central coast of New South Wales, down the road a bit. And they actually have been doing videos, even with the coronavirus going around, the pandemic, they've been closed. They've actually been doing videos. So what I will do, I'll put a link to the Australian Reptile Yeah, Australian Reptile Park. I'll put that in the description so you can go and look at koalas. They actually have interviews. It's when they did, I think they're doing live. I'm not quite sure, but doing videos, and the guys talk about the koalas and everything. And then there's someone there who asks questions about koalas, and it is really amazing. So as I said, go and have, if you love to see Aussie animals. Actually, I would love to go to Australian Reptile Park. I think that is where my next holiday will be. I know I'm watching Stephanie's videos and she's out driving that. I thought, oh, I want to get out there. And I thought, it's just crazy. I want to get out and have a look. And at the moment, I don't really want to go on a holiday, but I'm sick of going on holidays by myself. It is. I think I do enjoy my holiday, but I think I would enjoy it more if I had someone to go with. So we could discuss what we're going to do, and we can do more things than what I would have done if I'd gone alone. I know, I realised that I could have done more stuff in Melbourne. I could have probably done more stuff in Adelaide and more stuff in Tassie. If I had someone with, we could plan things. And if that other person didn't ball me up that one day, I could have went and seen something else. But then the breaks. I don't know how long did I cut this hair? Is it 3 weeks? It's growing, but it needs I'm not going to cut the top again. I'm going to let that go, but I'm just going to do around the sides, and I'm going to do like a separated thing. You know, you got it part. And do it down both sides. Do it different. TikTok is good. You can do duets on there. If you find a video that you like, someone else has done, and if they're able someone to do a duet, you can do a duet. But there are some I would like to do a duet with, but I'm just a bit iffy about doing it. Mainly because of the video, mainly because of the person in it, the other person in it. Nothing wrong with the other person. That's just it. They are. I know I'm okay doing videos. I love doing my TikTok, but when it comes to actually being in a duet with someone else, it is just that. But I did do one yesterday. It was a duet. It was more than duet, but it was about bullying. It was just an easy one to do. I didn't have to remember anything. And I did it. And all it was about stop bullying. And all we had to do was stand there with our hand over our mouth. Is to say, do not speak. Watch what you're saying to someone else. And the young bird who I did the duet with, she thanked me for doing it. And I said, no worries, you know. But sometimes I know I did a video yesterday and I said, duet this, you know. And so far, no one's done it. And I did another one before. It would be nice to have someone duet it, but no one did. And this time I asked someone to do it, and so far no one's did. And it's like I'm putting myself out there again, you know, to doing these things. I think this fear of rejection is there. That is why I'm very, hesitant about doing duets, and how someone will perceive me doing one. Would they like me doing it with them? And I don't know, it's just hard. My self-esteem in myself is pretty good. Sometimes I think, should I have cut my hair? But I'm not cutting it. As I said, I'm letting this grow. I've said that I've actually brought some of my babies into TikTok. I've brought Joy. The Joy? No, it was May, Garfield and Bede. And the one with Bede, I actually had someone comment on it. They said, what did they say? It looks scary or something. And I thought, what? Then I put a comment saying, are you scared of dolls? Usually I don't know what it would, but it didn't upset me, didn't hurt me. And I come back, okay, what am I going to say about this, you know? I just said, are you scared of dolls? How can a person be scared of dolls? You know, unless it's Chucky. You seen the Chucky movies? Oh, that's when you got to be scared of dolls. Or Annabelle. Annabelle, yes. Annabelle is a possessed doll. Yes. Oh, I love a good horror movie, but it's hard to find a good horror movie. Thinking of movies, I'll put her down. I watched this movie, I think it was last week, called Boy Erased? Or I think it was Boy Erased. I nearly wasn't going to watch it because I thought, no, not Hugh Jackman. If it was Hugh Jackman, no worries. Russell Crowe was in it. But when I looked at the stars, it didn't say Russell Crowe. I thought, he might not be in there, but I thought. But Nicole Kidman was in it. Russell Crowe was in it, but not a lot. He wasn't the main character. He was kind of the one of the main characters, but it was mainly Nicole Kidman and the guy who played it. Is mainly about the son. Now, the son was gay, and Boy Erased, what it was about, things that actually happen. They do call this thing conversion therapy. It's like they go to the place where they try and say that, trying to turn them back to being straight. It's like they're saying that, no, you were not born gay. They said to one guy, you were a footballer. Were you born to be a footballer? No, you weren't. So you weren't born to be gay. And that is just plain, I could not believe that this was happening. This is in America. It was really good. Boy Erased. It is a great movie. I think it was Boy Erased. Hang on, I'll stop the video. Stop this, and I'll go and have a look on the net and have a look. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I went and had a look. Search. It is called Boy Erased. I watched it on Soap Today. That's SOAP 2, the number 2, DAY. This place, you don't need to register. It's free. You don't need to register. You can just search for a movie to watch, and you can watch it straight out. It is really good. That if you can register, if you want to, if the movies you find you don't want to watch them now, you want to watch them later, you can actually add to your favourites, but then you got to register. As I said, it does not cost a cent. But the one thing about this site is there are a lot of pop-ups coming up, and that's how they make it free for us. And all you got to do is click out of them. Don't click on the thing. It's always a cross up in one of the right or left corner. You click on and get out of there. Do not. It does happen as you're getting into there, as you're getting playing the movie. It does happen. But as I said, just do not click on them. I don't know what it is. Just, it could be virus. I don't know. They're just pop-ups that are coming up. They're probably not viruses. They're just probably, I don't know. As long as you do not click on any of the things, you're right. Because I've been watching Soap Today for a while now, and I have watched a lot of movies on there. I've watched all the Aliens. I don't know how I found Boy Erased on there. I think I might have, because you might have searched for it. But it is a darn good movie. I think it's something that everybody should watch, no matter if you're gay, straight, bi, trans, whatever. It actually how they were against the gays back in them days, trying to, what did I say it was? Conversion therapy. There's also conversion therapy where they put the robes to your brain here and electric charger. There was an Aussie series, I think it was an Aussie series, where one of the characters in there come out as gay, and they did that to him. Conversion, trying to convert him back to be straight. How? Why would they do that to a person? What if things were reversed? What if being gay was the norm? But it is normal for us. Being gay is what our normal is. But what if it was the really normal, and if being straight was the odd one out where, no, you can't be born straight. No way can you be born straight. And they tried to convert you over. That is what it is. I know it sounds funny, but that is what they did to the gays. They reckon it's a mental illness. I said, there's no way you were born this way. I know I was 48 when I realised. In 2005. And the 2 weeks leading up to it was a lot of turmoil, a lot of thinking about what the hell is going on here. You know, it was, I just felt, what? Yeah, crazy. I didn't know what was happening. And it just leading up to there, what bits and just didn't go back. It was these 2 weeks before it hit me that I was gay, that it was really the turmoil going around and round. And the place where I was volunteering at the time, they could sense it. And they did not, this one lady came up to me, and the boss at the place where I was volunteering, and she brought it up, the tension around me. And I said, for the last 2 weeks, and she said, yes. And I said, yeah, I know. Would you like me to tell you what it was? You know, she said, no, don't worry about it, you know. Because, as you know, I'm open about who I am, about everything. And she didn't want to know. I said, okay. I know there, soon as I realised I was at my volunteer place, and I think the whole stress and the tension of the 2 weeks, I was there in the kitchen just putting things away, and it just got to me. People have cups of tea, they leave it in the sink, they leave a mess, and I just broke down because of the tension and the stress I was going through those 2 weeks. And the volunteer coordinator was there. I think I was okay. I said, I sat down and I cried, and I said, do you want to know why? She said, no, you don't have to tell me. I said, no, I don't. No, well, I just said that I'm gay. I just realised I was gay. And she said, I don't know if it was a shock. I don't know if it's a shock. Because I remember after that, she was leaving, another volunteer had turned up, and she heard what was going on. Of course, I can't remember, it said that anytime you want to talk, the door's open. I said, okay. And of course, this volunteer said, what's wrong? I said, I think I'm gay. She said, no, you're not. I said, I think I am. She said, no, you're not. You go see your doctor. She will tell you you're not. Now, my doctor, I think my doctor knew, because my doctor at the time was gay. And imagine someone telling you to go see your doctor because she'd tell you you're not. That is crazy. She wasn't against it. It's just that you probably thought, I don't look gay. Not to a normal person. No, I don't. But to another gay person, yes, they can tell. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell if others are gay. There are some who I can sense that they are. Like some of our, even some people, celebrities, like we had a great swimmer, Ian Thorpe. I knew he was gay, you know. And people, when he finally came out as gay, I said, I knew. And I was working at a taxi at the time, and the girl said, really? I said, and it's hard for me, I knew, it's hard for me to get around to think, what if it, it's just weird. And also, there was a singer, he was in Australian Idol, Anthony Clear. I knew he was gay. And people thought, what? Yeah, it's, The only time, because we have what they call a gaydar. It's not, mine's not always there. It's like we can sense. There's only one time when I found my gaydar was really strong. I mean, it was so strong, I could not believe it. I was with the bitch that my ex was with. I was with her mother one day, and she went out to see her, this is a few years ago, out to see her sister. And there was this guy there, and oh my God, this sense of feeling, this sense that he was gay, it was there. I could really feel it. It was really strong. And I thought, oh my goodness, you know. And then they were sitting down talking, and he just, someone said he should get married, and I just laughed. You know, because back then there was no talk of gays getting married. It was illegal. And the way he looked at me, I think he knew I got something in my eye. I know my eyeball, but something else. But that is the only time my gaydar has been really strong. I mean, and after we left that day, I asked Shirley, that was the woman I went out there with, asked her who it was. Oh, and it confirmed that, yes, it was gay. Her grandson was gay, and that was his partner. And that is the only time I've actually felt it. I mean, that's the strongest I've ever felt it. And it is crazy. It is actually crazy. I don't know. But it's so good that I know it was before marriage equality come into Australia, they were going to have a vote to see if we could get married. I can remember once I was up north for a holiday, and I was driving home. I was listening to a talkback show, and they were talking about this, and I just started crying. And it hit me, it never affected me before, but it just hit me to think that people I don't know, people who've got no concern in whether gays get married, these straight people have the vote to give us authority if we want to get married. I mean, that really hit me. It's the first time it actually hit me that these people have the authority. They have the vote to want to know if I want to get married. I mean, that's the first time it ever hit me. I was at a place up north called Woodburn. It's a place everybody stops for a feed. I always stop for a feed there. And I was coming back, and I went and it's on the side of a river. So I stopped and went and sat on the river, and I just sat there and I just cried, because how can they decide something it's got no involvement in them? I can remember at the time before this, I was actually, when I was volunteering, and where I volunteered, you know, it's aged care, and they have students coming in, where there was this one student come up and was also at the table from the clients, and she come and sat down, and for some reason she brought it up, this marriage equality, the vote. She said if this came in, it will lower the age of consent. And I thought, what? How could allowing marriage equality, lower the age of consent? And when I'm at volunteer, I actually don't talk about being gay. Of course, it's not, because I don't know how, I'm okay with it, but it's how older people feel about it. I do not want a confrontation with them. But when this came up, when this person brought this up, this woman said this, I could not just sit there and let her talk about this way. There was no way was I allowed to go and let her get away with it. And I told her, I said, that is not what it's about. No way, she said. I said, no way will that happen. She said, it is. I said to her, look, I'm gay. And all we want is the same things you have. The right to marry one we love. That is what we want. We want equality across the board. But the worst part is, before this came in, if same-sex couple were living together, they weren't married, living together, they had to tell Centrelink that they were, which meant that they will get less money. Now, they could recognise them as a couple for Centrelink, but they could not recognise them as a couple where they can go and marry if they wanted to. You know, it's just a crazy world. I hope there comes a day where everyone accepted face on value for who they are. Just looking at a person and accepting them, where people don't have to come out as being gay. And yeah, I hope that comes even with the trans. I accept people for who they are, but when it comes, I accept trans. I have no idea how they feel being born in the wrong body. But there is this one on TikTok. Supposed to be male to female. He's supposed to be a female, okay? But he grows a beard. And I thought, if he is a female, why is he growing a beard? That is part of being a male, is having a beard. Oh, females do too when we get to a certain age, don't we? But, I mean, you could tell. And it's just, I was following him, got to the stage where I hated seeing his videos because of the way he looked. He's supposed to be trans. And no. So I just unfollowed him. And it's just crazy, you know? But there are people who actually trans, have gone through the transition, like they've had the hormones, but they haven't had the surgery. Then they realise, no, this is not right, this is not who I am, and they go back. That's perfectly okay. If people actually think people do not accept anybody for that, you got these really religious people who are against the LGBTQI plus community because it's against God's law. Well, if against God's law, he created me. He created me like this. So it's not against his law. I was raised a Catholic, and I was thinking, when did Nana die? Nana died in 2000. Nana died in 88, so that's 12. It was 17 years after Nana died before I realised. And I don't know how it would have went over if she was still alive, if I would have actually told her. But because I believe that things happen in our lives for a reason. They happen in our lives so when we are strong enough to accept what the change is. Like, I was accepting of it. Even before I realised I was very accepting of it. It didn't worry me, you know, if the person, that's it. But it's not that I didn't fight against my thoughts. I was just questioning. But I know the turning point for me was when I started the 2 weeks of turmoil and confusion and whatever was going on. I can remember it exactly when it started. I was living with my sister Rhonda. I was upstairs in the computer room on the computer, and I wanted something to eat or drink, I think a cup of tea. So I went downstairs to get a cup, and while I was down, the TV was still on. And it was advertising, is it the Emmy Awards? Or there's some award around September, end of September in America. Well, this year, Ellen was hosting it. And I thought, oh, I think I'm down and watch it, you know. But that was it. I forgot about it, and it was just after that actually all this turmoil that started. I think seeing her just pushed me towards getting it going to realise. Because even before that, I used to watch Ellen and that, but it was even before that I will actually, just this feeling will come over me that I needed to get out of the area. I needed to move. The feelings where I wanted to pack some stuff up and just get out. That is what it was. I just needed to go. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I just wanted to go. And the really bad, the really intense part was when it hit me about wanting to go. It was with, I needed to get out of Australia. And I even went online, see what the tickets were to Los Angeles. I had no passport, I had no money, but I was there. I wanted to get out of Australia. And that was, I think the turning point was, I actually did a search for Ellen's forum. I don't know what I searched for, and I did find an Ellen forum for fans of forums. And I actually signed up. I can actually remember my username. She05, like SHE05, because it was 2005. And I signed up and I just waited to look around to see what was going on until I posted. Then I posted about what was happening. And one person said, well, if you think you're gay, then you are. And that's when I realized that I was. And it's something that being straight, that it's hard to explain to someone how amazing it felt. It was like a weight lifting off my shoulders. It's like I had this thing on my shoulders all my life up until I was 48, and it was lifted. And it was the most happiest time of my life. Before that, and even since that, that was the happiest time of my life, that part. That was October 12th, when the day it went, I realised that was it. October, December, January, and only those few months. But I remember one of my sister-in-law said to me, we're talking on the phone, when she said, that Christmas was the happiest she'd ever seen me. And that's why. I can remember I'd actually told Mum, I told Rhonda, and on Christmas Day, this Christmas, I actually wanted to tell my older sister. And I said, I want to talk to you about something. So we went upstairs and I said, I'm gay. And she said, what? I said, I'm gay. She said, how do you know? I said, how do you know you're straight? And that was it. Oh, I don't need this. She said, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. That's her problem. Fast forward. TikTok have been amazing. I follow, she's like a life coach, therapist, psychologist, something or other. And she comes on there in different things. And she came on there the other day and brought up something about borderline personality disorder and what can cause it. I knew I had this feeling all along that my father had something to do with it. I was correct. I really cannot blame him, but it was caused by him. Because I'm a sensitive person, and because of the kind of person he was, he's caused it. So I know that I'm not the only one in my family. I think my sister younger than me has the same problem, but she would never accept it. She would never think that there's something wrong with her. So she's probably going through a lot of things. She's okay, but she's not. I think even my older sister has problems as well. And I mean, the youngest one has depression, which is, she thought was brought out by being bullied was caused by being bullied at work. No, her depression was caused by childhood trauma, and it was the bullying that actually brought it out. Just like my ex brought out my abandonment issues. She didn't cause them, she just brought them to the surface. And also with this therapist, I realized that my ex was a narcissist. Just the things she would do. She would say things she would do, things she would say to make me stay. I think it made me stay there so long that I did, because of what she would say. And anything I said that was bad, of course, it was my fault. I got blamed for different things. and because she couldn't, that's the way she was. And something else the same person brought up was about miscarriage. And and I realized why as I get older it is harder, because you not only lost that child, especially if you're childless, not by circumstance, which not by choice. My childless was by circumstance, but it was not choice. It was because my uterus was shaped like our horns. It's not only the loss of the child, it's loss of the future of the child, and the loss of also of grandchildren. Where I volunteered, there's this lady there. She's the same age as me. Her birthday's in July. Mine's in September. We are born the same year. She's got grandchildren. Remember one day she had them there. She has them there sometimes. They're school age, and that when it hit me, you know, that she's my age and she's got grandchildren. We'll never feel that. I will never be called mummy. I'll never be called nana. I will never feel all that. So people out there, you've got children, you've got grandchildren. Just let them know how much they are loved. They don't. I know people go out there and buy them things and this. My grandparents only bought us things for Christmas and for our birthdays. I know my grandfather, Pop, every time he'd seen us, he would give us 40 cents. 40 cents back then was a lot of money. So just do things for, you know, give them $1 now and then, you know, just something little. And it's just make sure they are loved, that they are appreciated, that no matter what they say or how they dress is okay. Just because a little boy dresses like a girl does not mean he's going to be gay or trans. It just wants to dress like a little girl. He wants to wear dresses. So my youngest sister has a boy, and when he's about 17, 18 now, but when he was at preschool, he wanted he wanted his mum to buy him a pram and a doll so he could push around at home. And she did it. I couldn't believe that she actually did that. But that's the way the world is going. Make sure your kids are happy. Make sure they are loved. Money things is not the end or the be all of anything. The one thing I am scared of is dying alone. Dying not knowing what love is. That is what I'm scared of. I'm not scared of dying, but I know if I die tomorrow, I don't know how I'll feel. If I was told tomorrow that I was dying, I would be happy that I was dying. But on the other hand, I would not be happy because I would never have a chance to know what love is. The worst part about, for me, in telling that I was never meant to be a mum was the worst part, because I have all these mothering instincts inside me. And I've never had the chance, really, to, yes, with my dolls. Sometimes I'll pick them up, sometimes of a night time. I know, especially after story time yesterday, I'll pick one up and I'll hold them and I'll cry and I'll just hold them, wishing that I could have been a mum. I wasn't going to be greedy. I only wanted one. In September, my baby would have been 24, and she'd been grown up and beautiful and amazing. She'd be working, hopefully a career, hopefully having fun. And I would have had the aspect of being a grandma, being a nana, but that's all lost. Sometimes I'm okay. I see little kids and they're so beautiful. I was somewhere the other day getting a donut at the donut shop here, and there's a little girl in the trolley. I looked over and I gave her a smile, and I got a smile back, you know, and it's just things like that. Then there were times when I'll see something on TV and it does hit me. I was watching something the other night, and I don't know what it was. Country practice, where they're just having tea, and I just broke down because I've never had someone, a partner, who was there with me all the time, would come home from work, have tea ready, and sit down and talk afterwards, just sit there, you know, and be with someone. I've never had the chance to organise anything. I've never had the chance to actually decorate a home with someone. I've never had the chance to look for a home with someone. There's a lot of things I haven't done because sometimes I feel like a child. I know Donna once told me stop acting like a child. It didn't hurt me. I remember I went to see Sarah, my psychologist, and I told her, she didn't hurt you? No, because that's the way I feel. I still feel like a child sometimes. I feel like I'm not growing up. I feel like I've been left behind in a lot of things. And it's not fair. You know, I thought Donna was the one. You know, I thought she was the one. Oh, but they say in the relationship, the one who wasn't actually in there for the relationship was the one who found someone not long after the relationship breaks up. Well, in my situation was completely different because she had someone all the time. All the time I was seeing her, she had someone else. Plus another one as well, and don't know how many more she had. And here I was being so honest with her about everything about me, and she was hiding all these lies and the deceitfulness that she was lying. She even lied to my face about stuff, and of course she played on that I was an honest person. And this is what I'm scared of, finding someone that will tell me the truth. I want love. I want to feel what love is. I want to know what it is before God decides, come on, Celys, you're coming home. I'm only 62, so I don't know what's going to happen in tomorrow or the next day. You never know what's going to happen. But I hope there is someone out there. I hope that someday we do cross point, and I hope it's soon, because I really want to know. I really want to know what people's. I see it between Jackie and Stephanie. I see it between couples on TikTok and everything, and I want that. It's for those of you who have found love at a younger age. You're so lucky. You found someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you are still with them. But you now realise you would have got less for murder. If you had murdered them instead of married them, you would have been out now. But God has got a plan for me. I think, yes, I know God has got a plan for me. I'm not really a religious person, but I do believe in God. I do believe in plans. There's something for me that I just hope we should hurry up. Well, I've only got 3 minutes left on here. It's telling me, so I should go. I hope you listen to the end. In a way, this for me, doing this is therapy. I'm going to have pizza. I'm going to order a pizza. I haven't had pizza in a couple of weeks. I'm going to order a pizza and have a pizza, sit down, have a pizza, watch a movie, get my video, this all going, and yeah. Isn't that right, Garfield? So I think we should say I've had a good cry. I know you all out there are very accepting of me. If you wouldn't be here. To anyone out there who's not accepting of me being gay, who's not accepting of me being this amazing person that I am, this amazing dyke. A little bit longer. Got a minute. 2 minutes. I remember after I realised, I don't know how long afterwards, I went to my grandparents' grave. This was before Mum and Dad died. And I was there, I said to Nana, Nana, your granddaughter's a dyke. I just said that. I love the word dyke. I'm a wizard. I don't know why, but it doesn't worry me. So I got to go. So I will see you in my next video. Not quite sure when that will be. About changing other babies into the winter gear, I don't know, because we're very warm at the moment. I might do one tomorrow or the next day. So everybody, I will see you later. Oh, it's gone up more. Ah. Yeah, 4 minutes. So it's time for Garfield to say goodbye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. When I do my chats, I do not know. I know there's some things I do want to talk about. I try and get them in. And then sometimes things come along which I don't think I don't realise that is something I want to talk about. But if you can look for the movie called Boy Erased, look at it. Okay. So everybody, bye. You want a kiss? Bye. Do you want hugs? You didn't give hugs yesterday, did you? No. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, 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 boom. Bye. Oh, Blossom wants to say goodbye. Bye-bye. 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 Thank you. Hi guys, just another of my reborns. I've put on the rainbow around the eyes, and it's on hers, and her eyes are moving. Look. Look. Oh my God, look at the eyebrows. She hasn't got any eyebrows. Look. Doesn't she look cute? Oh, TikTok is amazing. It combines two of the things I love, music and singing. And when I sing, when I do the songs, I actually do sing to the songs. I don't just mouth the words. I actually sing. Otherwise, for me, it just... Oh, I've got it now. This is little May. Isn't it? May was... Oh, she's got...